It's a wake-up call no one asked for, yet neighbors in Cape Coral tell us kids are going around kicking their doors. Yes, you heard that correctly. It's your big story tonight at 7. Thanks so much for joining us here on ABC7. I'm Jeff Harris. The reason doors are getting kicked around Southwest Florida is all because of social media. Tonight, ABC7's Gina Tomlinson is getting you more on this new trend and how law enforcement plans to stop it.
The fear is what could happen if the homeowner mistakes the pranksters for intruders. Take, for instance, this house just a couple doors down. They have a sign here telling you they have a big guard dog inside. They also have a sign telling you that a gun owner lives here. No one wants a harmless prank to turn deadly.
Well, we were just in our living room, sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden it was just a large bang, and we're like, what was that?
This doorbell video shows the powerful kick to the door. Then the kid bolting off. Seconds later, the sounds of the getaway car.
We still have the mud mark of the guy's foot there, but
Lee Shoemaker can take a joke. He's a dad himself.
Oh yeah, kids are kids, but at the same time, pranks can have consequences.
Perhaps more unsettling than the noise that startled Shoemaker and his wife Thursday night.
Well, she thought it was like, it sounded like a little bomb going off.
Is learning the prank is part of a dangerous social media trend. And Sheriff Carmine Marcino tells me he's taking it seriously.
Well, first of all, we're not going to tolerate that.
Known on TikTok as the kicking challenge, it's where instead of ringing doorbells, teens bang on doors in the dead of night.
Secondly, they can be charged with at minimum criminal mischief and or, if proven, burglary. You're talking about potential felonies. So you don't want to end up in jail for doing a TikTok trend.
A risky combo in Shoemaker's neighborhood north of Lee Boulevard in Lehigh Acres. Besides cameras, neighbors have signs that say they have security systems, dogs, and guns.
You're putting fear into someone when in the middle of the night, if someone's making a huge noise on your door, it's scary.
It is a dangerous thing even for the young people. They, can get hurt and somebody can get after them.
Sheriff Marcino says parents need to have a conversation with their kids so that they know the consequences and severity of the prank. In Lehigh Acres, I'm Gina Tomlinson, ABC7.
This isn't the first time that we've seen a dangerous TikTok trend in Southwest Florida, so let's get you more tonight. Back in October, Fort Myers police arrested these two 14-year-olds after taking part in the Kia Challenge. It's a TikTok trend where people steal Kias. The two called themselves the 239 Kia Boys. Both teenagers broke into multiple cars and posted it all on social media. The challenge went beyond Southwest Florida, too, with cars being broken into all across the country. Getting you even more tonight, lawmakers in D.C. continue to talk about a possible nationwide TikTok ban. Tomorrow, the House of Representatives will vote on a bill that would require the app to part ways with its parent company, ByteDance. If it doesn't, it would be taken off app stores across the entire country. As we learn more, we'll update you right here on ABC7. Right now at 7, we are learning more from federal investigators about a plane that crash landed on a Cape Coral street. The plane was only in the air for about 5 minutes after taking off in Fort Myers. The pilot told investigators after he lost engine power, he tried to restore it, but he couldn't. So he decided to land in Cape Coral, hitting power lines before touching down on the road. Investigators also found a small fuel leak. The NTSB is continuing with the investigation. Thankfully, that pilot was not hurt. We have some brand new video right now at 7. Crews have started towing away the sperm whale that washed up on shore. ABC7 has been following this story since it broke over the weekend. So far, officials are still working to figure out what caused the whale to beach itself. Venice officials have asked everyone to stay out of the water until the cleanup process is complete. A judge ruled today that Rick Locastro's ex-girlfriend will have to turn over all of her text messages from November all the way through up until this point right now. So the Collier County Commissioner is accused of pushing her out of a moving car. Locastro and his attorney say these text messages will show that she lied to investigators and that Locastro is innocent.
It would show that she is not only untruthful in many of her allegations, but there are texts from her to the defendant in this case that would show that, in fact, the defendant did not commit the acts that she alleged.
Locastro went as far as to say that he was framed. The judge also ruled that both sides have to share their text messages dating all the way back to last November. Residents living near the City of Palms Park are starting to show their frustration with the park's future plans. The city of Fort Myers is being sued by the United Soccer League. USL didn't win the rights to redevelop the park. They came in second to Pitch Prime during the bids. USL feels like Fort Myers City Council members didn't handle the vote correctly, with Mayor Kevin Anderson saying that the city is letting the community down.
We're still negotiating with the first group. And we may not be successful. If we're not successful, then we move to the next group, which is a group that's filed the lawsuit. And if that occurs, then there's no need to pursue the lawsuit.
Anderson added that he wants something to go in that stadium, but with this lawsuit, there's no telling how long the project will be delayed. New tonight, in a sudden change of events, schools cannot stop students from talking about sexual orientation or gender identity in school. The Parental Rights and Education bill, dubbed by critics as Don't Say Gay, has been fought by civil rights groups since the very beginning. Now, both of those groups and the states have come to an agreement. Tonight, ABC7's chief political correspondent Dave Elias is getting you more on that agreement, or what the agreement means to both sides.
This 8-page agreement clearly says that students and teachers can discuss sexual orientation and gender identity in Florida classrooms as long as it is not part of the classroom instruction. Both sides calling it a win.
This country is kind of based on, being free and all that.
For that reason, 18-year-old Angel questioned the rather vague Parental Bill of Rights signed into law by Governor DeSantis, which limited discussion on LGBTQ issues.
I think it was a little silly that you couldn't talk about, being yourself. I'm glad that now people are, able to talk about themselves freely.
Making clear the law does not prohibit conversation, references, or counseling for or about gay students. And it doesn't ban books that mention or have gay characters.
The court found that some of the language was vague and put some guidelines in place to clarify what the meaning of this legislation should be.
Lawmaker Spencer Roach, who supported the controversial bill, agreed with the court's ruling.
It's okay for kids to talk about these things even in school. However, it can't be part of the formal curriculum. And I think the court did a great job of striking a balance there.
The law even sparked a war between Disney and the governor. However, DeSantis today calling the agreement a win.
He put those into effect. It wasn't him, it's us. It's us. This is a very big win for us.
LGBTQ advocate and author of Simple Human Dignity, Arlene Goldberg, said the law was confusing and targeted the LGBTQ community.
It was just being able to have the freedom to say who you are in a conversation.
The settlement says that the law is neutral, meaning what applies to LGBTQ people applies to straight people as well. The State Board of Education will now send out directions to every school in the state. In the studio, Dave Elias, ABC7.
Hey, we need to talk.
This isn't working anymore.
It's a breakup years in the making, but is it coming to Fort Myers Beach? Next in tonight's cover story, get more on the spring break relationship that might be coming to an end.
And we're tracking sunshine still at 7:09. Last week at this time, we weren't doing that. Looking out towards the Gulf of Mexico, you see a nice sunny sky. It's going to be a great sunset. Very pretty one out there, about 20 till 8 this evening. So get out there and enjoy it. Your most accurate forecast is going to track a warm-up and at least one halfway decent rain chance in the next 7 days, right here on ABC7.
Stay weather ready with ABC7, Southwest Florida's most accurate forecast. We've got you covered from sunup to sundown, no matter what, with the area's most accurate live radar, tracking storms before they hit.
North Fort Myers, you can expect rain by 6:15.
And Southwest Florida's most experienced storm team, working to keep you ahead of Mother Nature.
And get ready, Cape Coral.
It's why ABC7 is Southwest Florida's most accurate, and it's how we keep you weather ready. ABC7 News sponsored by Slider Genie, making your slider wishes come true.
Jesse Palmer here with big news. The Rooms to Go free adjustable base offer is back and better than ever. Just pick your mattress set from a great selection of top brands starting at $6.99. That's queen, king, even a split king. Then upgrade to custom comfort with this advanced adjustable base for free. Wireless remote, adjustable legs, even one-touch lay flat technology. It's that easy. Buy the set, upgrade to the adjustable base for free. Now during the Rooms to Go anniversary sale.
Rise above the ordinary. Rise beyond the expected. Rise to an extraordinary new view. Discover luxury waterfront retirement. Vista K at Shell Point.
Fishing isn't as hard as it looks. Just get Arby's to spread some tartar sauce on a toasted bun. And bam! You've reeled in 2 crispy fish. Arby's, we have the meat.
You could go from point A to B, or you could go to point X. The BMW X Range. Your next X venture starts here. Hurry in to lease a 2024 BMW X3 S-Drive 30i for $629 per month.
911, what's your emergency?
Our job is a whirlwind. When there's disaster to deal with, who are we?
My wife, where is she?
Saving the ship.
911 comes to ABC Thursday.
Every weekday, it's Kelly from New York. Weekdays at 5 on ABC7.
ABC7, your most accurate forecast, sponsored by StormSmart.
No one likes a breakup, especially if it's one that you've held so close to your heart for so many years. And the only thing that makes it worse is when you're told it's all your fault. This was the reality for so many spring breakers when they learned that Miami was breaking up with them this spring break. Crowds in years past have been so rowdy that the city decided they needed to go their separate ways.
Hey, we need to talk.
This isn't working anymore.
And it's not us. It's you. We just want different things.
This commercial has gone viral on social media. The city of Miami explaining clearly that their relationship with spring break is over, and that if anyone has ideas of making this spring break look like years past, they would be disappointed and not welcome in this city. Some of these crackdowns on the East Coast include curfews, $100 parking, and even raising the drinking age to 23. But the city hopes it can rekindle the love with spring breakers later on down the line.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but until then.
All of this talk of spring break and breaking up got us thinking here at ABC7. Fort Myers Beach has been a spring break hotspot, but do they want to break up with you as well? In tonight's cover story, ABC7's Alexia Chiropoulos took a trip to the island to get you more on where the relationship status stands with spring break.
Spring break season is here. And on the east coast of Florida, that means curfews, early beach closures, and bumper-to-bumper traffic for the entire month.
Well, obviously, it got us a lot of calls.
Fort Myers Beach Mayor Dan Allers is talking about this video Miami Beach released.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Miami officials say last March, there were shootings and heavy crowds.
That was our breaking point.
The police department arrested 488 people, impounded over 100 firearms, and issued over 7,000 traffic tickets. That's why Miami says,
This isn't safe, so we're done.
That was pretty forceful of not welcoming people.
Yeah, come down. If there's openings in hotel rooms or Airbnbs or something, come on down.
Although Miami Beach wants to break up with their spring breakers, right here in Fort Myers Beach, quite the opposite. Businesses tell me they want to welcome everybody here to their beach.
Fort Myers Beach is at its best when, there are people here.
We're pretty much an open island as long as people are willing to come and have a good time and respect the rules.
That's after businesses like the Pink Shell and Snug Harbor heard about Miami Beach increasing parking and discouraging visitors.
I think I can speak for every business owner on Fort Myers Beach and in the surrounding area that we welcome customers. We look forward to building a rapport with guests in-state, out-of-state.
Spring break, we're glad it's here.
They're happy to get back to business.
This time last year, we didn't even have the pool open, reeling really bad from the hurricane.
About 500 spring breakers are calling the Pink Shell home this week.
It's encouraging to see this many people will still want to come down and enjoy the beach and frequent our restaurants.
We asked, and Mayor Allers told us the rules here will not be as harsh as the ones on Miami Beach, but he wants spring breakers to remember.
We do have extra people out there, and I know Lee County Sheriff has extra people out here to make sure the good people are staying good.
Keep the beaches clean and flat when you leave. And if you follow those rules, Fort Myers Beach won't want to break up with you. I'm reporting from Fort Myers Beach, Alexia Taropoulos, ABC7.
And keeping up with the ABC7 promise, let's take you back to the East Coast and get you more on if these safety crackdowns are working. In a word, yes, they do seem to be working. Officials say that over the weekend, the first wave of spring breakers was just a fraction of what they're used to seeing. Tourists added that even getting around Miami is a headache due to roadblocks and DUI checkpoints, so that added layer of security. But while city officials are happy with the changes, not everyone feels the same way.
I think it's important to maintain a safety aspect, but to shut down all traffic patterns and people just don't want to come. They're scared to come.
They're just scaring people away.
These restrictions will last through next weekend, which is the end to the peak of spring break.
Now, the ABC7 forecast, your most accurate forecast.
You know, plus in Miami, you don't get sunsets like this. I mean, yeah, they've got the sunrise, but who wants to get up at 7:30 to see sunrise? You can stay up till 7:30 in the evening and see sunset, and it's gorgeous as we take a look from Seagate Development Group. Looking off to the southwest, hardly a cloud in the sky out there. And as far as humidity, it's fairly comfortable. It is creeping up, though, a little bit. Dew points are in the low 60s around the urban corridor, mid 60s to even upper 60s up against the Gulf of Mexico. And once you get inland, like around La Belle, dew points at 58 right now, so that's very comfortable. And as a general rule, these are going to start bumping themselves up over the next couple of days because of this ridge of high pressure where it's located. It was in Georgia yesterday. Now it's in the Atlantic Ocean, north of the Bahamas and east of us. So the wind flow around that high, well, it's clockwise, so you have the winds flowing like this. Not only do they flow clockwise, but they tend to flow away from an area of high pressure. That's why oftentimes if you find yourself right underneath one of these ridges of high pressure, the wind is calm. Well, the wind's not calm, but it's not all that strong. It is, though, coming from the east, and it'll be that as we go through the next couple of days. So the humidity levels, they'll stay fairly constant. They'll creep up a little bit. 62 tomorrow, 65 Thursday, 64 on Friday, and then they'll start creeping up a little bit more as the wind turns off to the south out ahead of our next cold front that'll get here early next week. Naples, well, look at that, right near the Coastal and Center Mall. It's dry. Fifth Avenue, the same. All the way to Marco Island. Go watch sunset there. It's really nice. Out towards Fort Myers Beach, not a cloud in the sky. Same thing out towards Sanibel and Captiva. Now, what you're seeing here, that's the sea breeze collision, where the East Coast winds and the West Coast winds bump into each other. So our radar picks up on that because where that collision happens, the air rises. And as that air rises, it cools and condenses and makes little hydrometeors, little raindrops. But they're not falling from the sky. They're up there just kind of hanging out right along that sea breeze boundary that pushes to the east of Babcock Ranch. Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda, you're dry out there right now, and our inland area is the same. Babcock Ranch, Arcadia, Immokalee, Clewiston, you're all dry right now. We're going to stay that way as we go into the evening. Our forecast model is suggesting maybe a sprinkle or two, but it's still just a little bit too dry in the mid-upper levels of the atmosphere to have that. Tomorrow, a different story, though. As we get overnight into early tomorrow morning, temperatures will drop back into the low and mid-60s for a lot of us, and then we'll warm up into the 80s again tomorrow afternoon. As early as lunchtime, the wind will start bending in from the Gulf of Mexico because of the sea breeze, and there's enough moisture in the atmosphere tomorrow that we do get a small chance, a little small scattering of showers over there by Lake Okeechobee. But it's only a 10% chance for those in the urban corridor. We'll go 20% chance over there by the lake. 85 your high temperature on Wednesday, 86 on Thursday. Again, 5 and 10 rain chances as we get into the weekend. Our next cold front is going to come in on Monday, so bump up in the rain chances is because that front's approaching us. It passes through Monday night. We drop down to 61 Tuesday morning and only climb to 78 in the afternoon. So it is going to get a little warm and muggy, especially at night here on Sunday and Monday morning. But then it does cool off early next week. So if you don't like it humid, a little something to look forward to. That's your most accurate forecast from ABC7.
It blew off during Hurricane Ian, and it's still sitting in a Lee County canal. Tonight at 11, get more on the roof causing some trouble for boaters and how it's getting removed. Plus, one man has now been sentenced to life in prison twice for trying to kill a Cape Coral police officer. All new at 11. See how he almost got away with it. It's a turkey trot, all to chase off a badge. Next at 7, see where Thanksgiving came a bit early.
ABC7 News sponsored by Rooms to Go. We make furniture shopping easy, fast, and affordable. Visit us today.
Everybody that comes in does ask who did it, and I definitely love to say Cornerstone and that we continue to do more projects with them.
We went with Cornerstone for our kitchen based on their great results. The kitchen designer came out to our house and helped us with a beautiful design that we absolutely loved.
They were very professional, always kept everything clean. We felt very relaxed with all of that.
Cornerstone did a great job.
We're super happy with how it came out.
When you hire Farah & Farah, we're here for you 24/7, before, during, and after your injury case.
Whether it's helping you find a doctor,
trying to help you to get your car back faster,
helping you with pain management.
And if you can't come meet with us, we'll come meet with you here, or wherever to talk about your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're here to make it easy.
Welcome to Norris Furniture and Interiors, where style meets comfort, and the vision of your home comes to life. With an award-winning design team and a collection of the finest home furnishings, we'll take your home's interior to the next level, uniquely crafted for the way you live, with the signature details that will set your home apart. Norris Furniture and Interiors, where beautiful homes begin.
Who doesn't love a bonus? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. With Third Federal's new 6-month bonus CD, you get an incredible 6% APY bonus rate for the first month, and then a super high rate of 4.5% APY for the remaining 5 months. Think about it, a 6% APY bonus rate for the first month of your CD, and it's FDIC insured. Plus, you get Third Federal's great customer service. So lock in your 6% APY bonus today. It won't be around for long.
Are you ready for an unforgettable March?
No, seriously. Get ready to be dazzled as Jason and I invite you to our largest diamond event ever.
No, seriously, the largest diamond event ever. Joining us will be one of the biggest and most respected diamond cutters in the world, along with A. Jaffe, one of the country's top bridal designers.
Picture the largest selection of GIA certified diamonds from 1 to 11 carats, along with the lowest prices on fine jewelry. Biggest diamond event ever.
Many of us have used unwanted items filling up our garage. Collier County wants to remind you that our drop-off facilities are open year-round. Whether it's batteries, electronics, foam products, or paint, most items are free to dispose of in an environmentally friendly way. A quick visit to one of our locations can help free up some much-needed space. Do the right thing. Dispose of items properly. Preserve our paradise. Visit our website to learn more.
ABC7 News sponsored by John R. Wood Properties, Christie's International Real Estate.
Wednesday on More in the Morning. I hope you get some good rest. If not, well, you fit in with us because tomorrow we're doing an Ask the Doctor segment. Ways to get better sleep. Something we should all be doing. So we'll have details on that. Also have Backstage Pass with Theater Zone. They've got a really great production called Little Me. We'll have the cast.
We're also going to head out to Margaritaville. Why not? Yes. Because the Fins Up Beach Club is now open. Surf Club, the big pool is pretty awesome. And they have a big St. Patrick's Day party planned. So we're going to give you a little preview and more. Explorers are going to to be live at IMAG.
That's right.
It's going to be a very busy day. Disney on Ice is going to be here, too.
Yeah.
Some of the characters from that. So we hope you join us tomorrow for more in the morning.
What a big day.
It's now time for your Bright Side block on your news at 7. Every weeknight, we like to end our show with some good that's still happening around the world. Thanksgiving came early for one town in Ohio after a pair of wild turkeys decided to butt in on a traffic stop, even going as far as to chase one of the officers away. The department outside of Cleveland posted the video, joking that they face dangers that the general public just doesn't understand. They added that no officers or turkeys were hurt in the incident, but there is no word on if they managed to get that driver out of their ticket.
I would hope so.
We would hope so. Last night we had that Uber story as well, where, you know, the driver was out. There was like a warrant out for their arrest. And then it was like, well, did the other person get the car, you know, ride for free, or were they still charged for it? You would hope.
I would hope so.
We would hope so. This morning, a little chilly outside, JP, which I know you said happened yesterday as well. I was over on the East Coast, but I thought it was refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing, and it's going to get a little bit less refreshing as we head over the next couple of days. See those overnight low temperatures inching back up into the upper 60s by the time we get into Friday morning.
Bundle up when you go outside to walk the pups every morning. That's what you're saying, JP.
No, I'm just saying sleep in.
Oh, okay. Well, then that too. Thanks so much for joining us here for your news at 7. Enjoy this sunset for the next 7, 6, 5 seconds before we take copyright.
Join the daring adventures of your favorite Disney friends at Disney on Ice presents Find Your Hero. Tickets on sale now. Playing Hertz Arena this Thursday through Sunday. Great seats still available. For show details, visit DisneyOnIce.com.
Sunshine came softly through my window today.
Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
Here's what you need.
This spring is the perfect time to get away.
Do it like this.
With a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
Do it like this.
All backed by America's best warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to your journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get in and get away now before these deals are gone. Lease an Elantra for $179 a month or get 4.49% APR or $1,000 bonus cash. Visit your Southwest Florida Hyundai dealer today.
When it comes to beating breast cancer, your first choice is your best chance.
And I got the call. I was actually in the car driving back from work, and I got the call that, in fact, the test had been positive.
At Moffitt Cancer Center, we bring the highest level of urgency and an individualized treatment plan from the start that leads to the best outcome for your breast cancer.
I think that one of my primary goals in seeing a new breast cancer patient is to give them a plan, but hopefully to allay some of those fears, to give them some comfort and to put into perspective what it is that we're dealing with.
Breast cancer develops in about 1 in 8 women. Moffitt offers the latest screenings, treatments, and reconstructive technologies to get patients through cancer and on with life.
I felt whenever I was with somebody on my care team that I was their only concern.
For the right diagnosis right away, call Moffitt to connect with a breast cancer expert.
The Rooms to Go anniversary sale is here, and we're celebrating with big savings store-wide. Thanks to our incredible buying power, our suppliers in with special price breaks we're passing directly on to you. Save on the Drew and Jonathan collection, Cindy Crawford Home, and more. Right now, shop your favorite styles. A huge selection, online or in-store, and save big with low sale prices. Plus 60-month interest-free financing. That's right, 60 months. Hurry, the Rooms to Go anniversary sale is going on now.
ABC7. Get more.
Tonight, the Princess Kate photo editing fiasco creating new problems for the royal family.
I'm very much an amateur photographer.
We'll show you the dozen-plus Photoshop errors as new questions about her health surface. Then, Oscar show secrets revealed.
A half-naked John Cena isn't the guy who I want to attack.
Why Kimmel says network execs were terrified by John Cena. Plus, why parts of the show were faked.
That's the movie magic.
And
Emma Stone.
This confusing moment explained, is there bad blood between Emma Stone and Michelle Yeoh? Then Matthew Perry's will revealed who is getting some of his millions. Plus,
I've seen this movie before.
Nev Campbell signs on for Scream 7 after a salary controversy. And she's not the only big name returning.
It would seem that people aren't getting bored of these films.
Plus, more sequel news. Jennifer Love Hewitt knows we want to know. Scoop on her I Know What You Did Last Summer comeback.
E.T. starts right now.
So far, 2024 has been a royal mess for Kate Middleton and her crew. Her photo gate raises more questions than answers. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, folks have fallen deep into this royal rabbit hole that's sparking all kinds of debate and